All right, number 11 says, let's see here. Number 11 says, in the exponential function y is equal to a times b to the power of x, what is the value of b? What value of b will represent a growth of 2.7%? So a times b to the power of x. Just looking at b, what's going to represent exponential growth? Well, it's going to be 1 plus. 1 plus what? Well, 2.7 turned into a decimal 0.27, so 0.027, and then you add those two things together, so you'd get 1.027. Number 12. Number 12 says, okay, number 12, I passed it up. Number 12 says, the function m is equal to 250 times 0.917 to the power of t, represents the mass of a sample of radioactive iodine in grams after t days. What does the value 250 represent? So they're asking what is A, and we know that A is our initial amount, right? So whatever says initial amount. So on number 12, A, B, C, and D, A says the percentage of which the balance is decreasing. No, it has nothing to do with percentages, has nothing to do with whether or not it's increasing or decreasing. B, the total mass of the sample of radioactive iodine. I don't like the word total mass. Total seems like that's the answer. Why, right? It would be at time 0, but that's the only time. C, the initial mass of the sample of radioactive iodine. Exactly. It has the word initial in it. That means how much did we start with, right? And then D, the percentage by which the balance is increasing. Once again, it says percentage. So B's out of the question, D's out of the question, A's out of the question. The answer is C. Number 13. Use the table below to answer 13 and 14. Write an exponential function to represent the table above. And we talked about the initial amount being times 0. Well, you can also type each one of these into stat. So 13 would give you stat. And then if you did, it would say that A is equal to 800. And it would say B is equal to 0.5. So if we wrote that equation, it would be 800 times 0.5 to the power of x, or 1/2 to the power of x. So that would be A. Number 14 says, use the table above. What would the exponential function be if the start value increased by 60 units and the rate stayed the same? So this is what we got for 13. What if it increased by 60? Well, it would be 860. And then the exponential function value increased by, and the rate stay the same. This is our rate, so 0.5 to the power of x. So it would just be that one, which is D. Number 15. What is the range of the function? Range. You remember this number 15. It says negative 40. So because that says negative, we know it's y is less than. Negative 40 times 1 over 20 to the power of x minus 5. That tells us what y is less than. Y is less than negative 5. So that would give us B. Number 16. A tablet computer is purchased for $450 and decreases in the value by 20% every year. After writing the equation, please determine the B value of the function. So number 16, oops, something off the line there. Number 16, it started at 450 and it decreases. So that's 1 minus 0.2. Well, if we were to do that calculation to find B, 1 minus 0.2 is 0.8. So a lot of y'all asked questions about this one. I went ahead and added some other answers. I added 0.80, I added 0.8, and I added 0.80. If you added many more zeros after that, I don't know what to tell you, man. But those 4 are the different answers that I wrote in. Let me know if there's another option out there for you that you thought about. Number 17. I'll work this area over here. Number 17 says, which of the following is equivalent to blah? I'll start a different sheet of paper here. It says negative 1/4 times 8x minus 32 is less than or equal to negative 3y minus 4. Distribute the negative 1/4 and we get negative 2x plus 8 is less than or equal to negative 3y minus 4. I don't like these negative 3 or negative x's and negative y's. Plus, I know I like my y on the left side anyway, so I'm going to add 3y to both sides, and I'm going to add 2x to both sides to get them to the other spots. So that cancels and that cancels, and we get 3y plus 8 is less than or equal to 2x minus 4. I didn't divide by a negative, so I didn't have to change my sign. It stays the same. I'm going to subtract 8 on both sides, and I'm going to get 3y is less than or equal to 2x minus 12. Now I'm going to divide everything by 3, and that's a positive 3, so my sign stays the same. Y is less than or equal to 2/3 x minus 4, and we find that one as D. All right, y is less than or equal to 2/3 x minus 4. Number 18 says, that was 17. Number 18 says, what is the equation of a line that passes through the point -5, 2? So passes through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 1, 2. Passes through this point and has a zero slope. Well, we know that a zero slope is a horizontal line, and that tells us what it is. Y is equal to a number. Y is equal to what? Y is equal to 2. Number 19. It gives you this great graph. It's all nice and pretty. And then it says y is equal to, oops, can't see that. It says y is equal to x squared plus x minus 6. Then it says x squared plus x minus 6 is equal to 4. So basically this is saying when y is equal to 4, what is x? Let's see here. Sorry, -4. When y is equal to -4 here, what is x? So y is equal to -4 right here. And we see that it is equal to -2, and it is equal to +1. So that would be A. That's number 19. And lastly, number 20. Number 20 says, determine the equation of a line that's perpendicular. So we have y is equal to 5x minus 3, and it's perpendicular to this line, but it passes through -10, 6. Well, we know that perpendicular to +5 is going to be -1/5, and we know that this is our x1 and this is our y1. So y minus 6 is equal to -1/5 times x plus, because it's x minus x1, so x plus 10. Distribute, and we get y minus 6 is equal to -1/5 x minus 2. Add 6 to both sides, and we get y is equal to -1/5 x plus 4. But it puts it in standard form, so we need to move x. All of our options are in standard form. So add 1/5 x to both sides. So I have 1/5 x plus y is equal to 4. We have a positive x, but we need a whole number. So I'm going to multiply this whole thing by 5. And I get x plus 5y. 5y is equal to 20, which is B. I hope that explains everything. If you have any more questions, please post them in the comment section. Thank you very much. And I will be posting this week's assignments very shortly. All right. Bye.